All right, it is First Cup with First News. Each week we go live from different locations around the Arklatex. This morning we're at Medspa over here in Shreveport, 460 Ashley Ridge Road. And we're talking to Dr. Catherine Vanderloos over here at the Medspa. And Dr. Vanderloos, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for being here.
Well, can you just tell us about the Medspa? What do you guys do? What do you guys do for folks here?
Well, we aim to please, and we always talk about you only better. So we started out first working on rejuvenation for feminine issues, and in particular menopause, but then we branched out into sculpture and some of the others. So it's for fat reduction and skin tightening, whatever makes us feel better about ourselves.
This new sculpture machine, tell us about that.
This is my friend.
Oh, okay.
And it's a laser that actually focuses on the color of the fat cells. So when the head of it is placed on whatever area, and we could go any place there's fat, it heats up the fat underneath the skin without making the skin itself, and it cycles in a minute hot and then a little bit cool. It doesn't touch blood vessels or nerves or skin. And it really makes a difference. You always need to do at least 2 treatments. The first one cuts it by 20%, 30% with the second treatment.
So can you come one day and then come the next day, or do you have to spread them out?
You have to wait 6 weeks. You really want, because it takes a little while, because we break down the fat cells with the laser, but then your lymphatics, your own body, takes away the fat.
Yeah, that's right. It all has to be washed out.
Has to go someplace. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, we've been here this morning over here at Medspa in Shreveport talking to Dr. Catherine Vanderloos. Hey, if you're looking to trim up, this is the place to come for it. She will definitely help you out and take care of you. It is First Cup with First News. Each week we go live from a different location around the Arklatex. Coming up, we will have more for you. Your planning forecast at 4:53, but right now we're going to check in with sports. Okay, folks, it is First Cup with First News. Each week we go live from a different location around the Arklatex, and this morning we're at Medspa. It's located here in Shreveport at 460 Ashley Ridge Road, and we're talking to Dr. Catherine Vanderloos. And her Medspa, wonderful place. If you need a tune-up, you need to get things taken care of, tell you what, this is the place. They can do it for you here with a little effort from you, but a lot of effort from the doctor, though. And Dr. Vanderloos, thank you for being with us today.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Well, you've got some interesting machines back behind us here. You've got this one right here. It's called the Evoke.
The Evoke is our newest addition, and what it is it's a radio frequency, and it will heat the areas. And of course, we talk about the fat pads around our cheeks that start to float down, or our chins. And so this uses radio frequency that warms it up and kind of resurfaces it. You sit and put it over like this.
Oh, okay.
And read a book for 30 minutes. We have one that you put under your chin. It really speaks to us now for in the COVID times when we want to have hands off and have it safe.
So it's kind of like an anti-gravity machine,
well,
if you will.
You could think about it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
Nice. And the one in the middle here?
That is the Votiva, and the adaptation we have is for the Morpheus 8, which is the newest thing. And we had been having issues wanting to tighten skin. There's always places you can tighten. And so what this does is it has, traditionally, the radio frequency would not go deep enough to make much difference. You could surface the skin, but you couldn't do much tightening.
Right.
And so this one has little needles, sounds horrible, but it actually is no big deal, that are insulated. And so just the tips heat up. And so you put it all over, and you can see it tightens up along here and along the jawline, along the neck. Anywhere there's skin that we need to tighten, we could put the Morpheus on.
Okay. Dr. Catherine Vanderloos over here at Medspa in Shreveport. It is First Cup with First News. Each week we go live from a different location around the Arklatex. Now let's turn it over to Rick Rowe. All right, it is First Cup with First News. Each week we go live from a different location around the Arklatex. This morning we are here in Shreveport at Medspa. We're talking to Dr. Catherine Vanderloos, and we're talking women's health this morning. You know, as we get older, our bodies go through changes, women's bodies go through changes, and also, especially when you have a baby, you see a lot of changes.
There are a lot of changes that happen. And so we've been very passionate about making sure people have a lot of options, knowing what they can do. As we approach into menopause, there are many medical managements that we can do, or you can choose not to do hormones to treat it. There are non-hormonal things. Now, we also have lasers and the radio frequency comes into play again, tightening muscles. My Mona Lisa will help with dryness, which also is important for bladder function too. And none of us want to wear pads or any of the other dreaded things that are offered to us. We want strong muscles. We want good function. And the PT world has for a long time known muscle toning of the muscles and electrical stimulation. So we offer that. Our goal is dry pants.
Okay, that's always the goal.
Dry pants.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa was the first of my machines that came to NV Medspa, and I was really looking for a non-medical way to help some of the breast cancer patients with dryness from menopause. And I had a patient actually go, because the machine is very expensive, and I thought, I can't do this as a single physician. And she had it done and was kind enough to share it. And so her experiences, and it was so good, I felt we just really had to offer it to the patients. So yes, that was the first machine that followed me home.
Okay, was that a couple of years ago?
That's almost 4 years ago.
Oh, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's been a couple of years since we
Exactly.
did a segment together. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Vanderloos. And again, we're out here at NV Med Spa with First Cup with First News this morning. Now let's toss it over to Rick Rowe. It is First Cup with First News. Each week we go live from a different location around the architects. We're at NV Med Spa this morning. And it's in Shreveport. It's right there at 460 Ashley Ridge Boulevard. And we're talking this morning to Dr. Catherine Vanderloos. We've been talking women's health. Tell us, you've got different machines for different issues that women have. Of course, as women age, as they have babies, a lot changes there too. And it sometimes can impact, as they get older, their physical appearance or how they feel about themselves.
It really can. And I think that's something that we've really tried to embrace. We really want to work on incontinence issues. I have my EMSLA chair that don't have to take any clothes off. You just sit on the chair. It's a series of magnets and a 30-minute workout to do really effective Kegel exercises. When we look in the mirror, what we see. So I have the sculpture for that hard to get rid of fat in certain areas. We have the Evoke, which is a radio frequency, and then we can resurface the skin using the Morpheus 8.
Okay, all right, and yeah, you've got several. You've got the sculpture here. You got the Evoke right here, right behind me, and again, you got the Mona Lisa out there too.
Exactly. So we've really tried to. Each time I purchased a machine, it was having certain patients in mind and problems that we were trying to fix, to improve. Just a lot of options. And
if we want to get a hold of you, find you, and make an appointment, how do we do that?
Okay, so our office number is 318-865-4333, or you can check us out on our website at cfvanderloos.com, and we'll make an appointment.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Vanderloos. Now we're going to turn it over to Rick Rowe.